lot of cakes for Chinese New Year. So today I'm going to make this turnip cake. Here are the ingredients that you need. First, I soak the dry shrimp and the dry scallop in water. You can pick them up and fill them. If they feel soft enough, then you know that they're ready. I'm draining out the water and saving them for some other dishes. This is actually a pretty easy cake to make, but the only thing is there's a lot of cutting. I'm gonna start with cutting the sausages, the bacon, and the dry shrimp into small pieces. Oh, and don't forget you want to take this part out. When you're cutting the skin out, try to not cut out all the fat. This is the chewy skin that you don't want. For the radish, I'm going to cut up half of them, and then the other half, I'm going to shred them later. I want to show you this is the size that you want to cut the radish. Even though it looks kind of big, but if you want some texture in your cake, this is how big you need it. So next, I'm going to shred up the rest of the radish. And the dry scallop, I throw them in a stand mixer, put it on low speed so it will pull it apart for me. Okay, finally we're done with all the cutting, shredding, and all the preparation. So I'm going to turn on the heat and then wait till it heat up. Then we can start cooking. You want to start with the bacon. When you see the oil sizzling, you add in the sausage. The dry shrimp. And the dry scallop. Then I'm going to scoop them up and then save them for later. Next, I'm going to throw in the cut out radish and then the shredded radish. You want to keep on turning them, but be gentle. When you notice all the water being cooked out from your radish, then it is time for seasoning. Add in the salt, pepper, chicken bouillon, and sugar and give it a really good mix, and then put the lid on, let it cook for another 5 minutes. Then I'm going to add the saved ingredients back in and mix them really well. Alright, I'm going to mix in the rice flour. This part, you really need to make sure that you mix them well because you don't want some part to have a lot of flour and then some part only radish. You want to be sure that the fire is off while you're mixing them. And finally, they're ready to go into whatever container that you want to use to steam them with. I'm smoothing them out so they can look prettier, but this is not a step that you have to. I'm putting some dry shrimp and dry scallop on top just to garnish it. So with all the ingredients, I was able to fill 6 of the smaller heart-shaped tray or 2 of the 12 inches round tray. Then I put on high heat and boil some water. Put your cake in for 45 minutes to an hour after the water comes to a boil. Yay! And there it is, a delicious turnip cake. So all you have to do is just let it cool, stick it in the fridge, and take it out anytime you want to eat it, slice it up, and then sear it, and there you have it. I like to eat mine with hot sauce. Some people like to eat it with soy sauce or oyster sauce, but you can actually just eat it by itself because it's already super flavorful. Oh, they smell so good. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Cantonese recipe, and don't forget to subscribe!